You think you know what's in your peanut butter. Peanuts, maybe a little salt, something natural, something simple. But what if the brand sitting in your cupboard right now contains palm oil linked to deforestation, sugar you were never told about, and stabilizers that may themselves derive from palm without the label ever saying so? What if no added sugar is a phrase designed to make you stop reading the rest of the ingredients? What if the brand you switched to for being healthy quietly changed its recipe and hoped you wouldn't notice? Today, we're going through 6 peanut butter brands sold in UK supermarkets that carry problems most shoppers walk straight past, and at the end, the 3 that are actually worth your money. Let's start at the beginning. 1. Sunpat, the nation's favourite, has a hidden ingredient. Sunpat has been on British breakfast tables for decades. It's the brand most people grew up with, and that familiarity is doing a lot of work. Turn the jar around and read the ingredients. You'll find peanuts, cane sugar, sea salt, peanut oil, and E471. That last one is mono and diglycerides of fatty acids, a stabilizer used to prevent separation and extend shelf life. E471 is classified as an ultra-processed food additive, and while it is listed as generally recognized as safe, the source of the fatty acids matters. E471 is most commonly derived from palm oil because it is cheap and widely available. Sunpat does not list palm oil as a direct ingredient, and their products are not marketed as palm oil free. Independent analysts note that E471 of undisclosed origin should be assumed to carry a palm oil risk unless the manufacturer explicitly states otherwise. Sunpat has not made that statement. There is also the sugar. Cane sugar is listed as a standard ingredient across the core range. It is not a large quantity, but it is there, in a product most consumers believe they are buying for its protein content and nutritional simplicity. The brand presents an image of wholesome nostalgia. The ingredient list tells a more complicated story. And if a legacy brand can hide complexity behind a familiar name, the next entry shows what happens when a product actively markets itself as the healthier choice while quietly relying on the same ingredients it's implicitly criticizing. 2. Whole Earth, the organic brand that isn't what it seems. Whole Earth built its reputation on being different, natural, organic, the alternative to the processed stuff. For years, that reputation was partly earned. But the brand's flagship Original Smooth and Original Crunchy products have long contained palm oil as a stabilizer, up to 9% in some formulations. A fact that caused significant consumer backlash when shoppers who had switched specifically to avoid palm oil realized it was in the product they'd chosen as the clean alternative. Whole Earth frames this on its own website as a considered environmental position, arguing that certified sustainable palm oil is preferable to a boycott. That argument has merit in certain contexts, but presenting a product with nearly 10% palm oil under organic branding without making the palm oil content immediately prominent on the front of pack is a different kind of transparency problem. The brand has suffered double-digit volume losses year on year for the past 2 years and launched a new palm oil-free 100% nuts line in late 2025 after being acquired by KP Snacks. The original range, still widely on shelves, still contains palm oil. Organic does not mean additive-free. The label was doing more work than the ingredients could justify. And if a brand built on being clean can use palm oil and call it a philosophy, the next entry shows how the UK's biggest supermarket chains apply a similar logic at scale. 3. Tesco Smooth Peanut Butter. Sustainable on the label, complicated in practice. Tesco's own brand peanut butter is one of the most purchased in the country. It is positioned as an everyday, affordable staple, and it contains palm oil. The label says Certified Sustainable Palm Oil. That certification comes from the Roundtable on Sustainable Palm Oil, the RSPO, a body which has faced consistent criticism for weak enforcement, for allowing deforestation to continue on certified land, and for certifying supply chains that independent auditors have found to be non-compliant. Alongside the palm oil, Tesco's standard smooth peanut butter contains added sugar and peanut oil in addition to its 94% roasted peanut base. That leaves 6% of the jar accounted for by ingredients that exist primarily to lower production costs and increase shelf stability. To be clear, Tesco also sells a 100% peanut butter product. But the standard range, the one stacked at eye level and marked as the value choice, is the version most people take home. The word sustainable on a label has become a permission slip. It allows a product to carry an ingredient that remains environmentally contentious without the consumer feeling they have made a bad choice. And if certified sustainable is the standard the biggest supermarket is setting, the next brand shows what happens when a legacy name simply uses palm oil without even attempting to justify it. 4. Skippy, the American import with old-fashioned ingredients. Skippy has a strong UK retail presence and significant brand recognition, built largely on American cultural familiarity. The ingredients list is a different kind of familiar, the kind you'd find on a product from 30 years ago. Skippy's standard range contains hydrogenated palm oil. Hydrogenation is an industrial process that converts liquid oils into semi-solid fats to extend shelf life and prevent separation. While fully hydrogenated oils technically contain fewer trans fats than partially hydrogenated versions, they remain a highly processed ingredient with limited nutritional value compared to the natural peanut fats they supplement. The product also contains added sugar. This is consistent across the core range. Skippy is not pretending to be anything other than a mass-market product, but it is sold alongside brands that have built reputations on being cleaner alternatives, without the same level of scrutiny being applied to its ingredient list at the point of purchase. What you are buying when you buy Skippy is shelf stability, uniform texture, and sweetness. What you are not buying is a product that is meaningfully closer to a peanut than several cheaper alternatives. And if a household name can coast on familiarity, while other brands are held to a higher standard, the next entry shows how even the language of health can be weaponized against the consumer. 5. Sainsbury's own brand, peanut butter, palm oil without the promise. Sainsbury's sells a standard own brand peanut butter that contains palm oil. Unlike Tesco, the Sainsbury's standard range does not label that palm oil as certified sustainable. That distinction matters. Uncertified palm oil carries a significantly higher environmental risk. The palm oil industry, where supply chains are not verified against sustainability standards, is directly linked to the destruction of rainforest habitat across Indonesia and Malaysia, primary habitats for orangutans, tigers, and pygmy elephants, as well as to significant carbon release from peatland clearance. The product also contains added sugar as standard. Sainsbury's has extensive sustainability commitments published at the corporate level, including statements on deforestation-free supply chains. Those commitments do not appear to have reached the ingredient sourcing for its standard peanut butter range. A consumer reading Sainsbury's on a label in 2025 might reasonably assume the environmental credentials of a major British retailer are reflected in their own brand products. In this case, they are not. And if a retailer with public sustainability pledges can leave palm oil in its own brand basics, the final entry shows what happens when the processed food industry hides entire categories of risk inside a single misleading word. 6. Morrisons' own brand, peanut butter, the sugar hiding in plain sight. Morrisons' standard peanut butter contains added sugar and palm oil. Like Sainsbury's, the palm oil in the Morrisons standard range is not designated as certified sustainable. But the more instructive problem here is the sugar, because Morrisons also sells a no added sugar variant. And the existence of that product, positioned as the conscious choice, does something useful for the marketing of the standard range. It allows the standard range to sit beside it without consumers immediately questioning what it actually contains. The no added sugar label is not a red flag on its own, but it functions as a kind of implicit endorsement of the product next to it, a signal that the brand has thought about sugar, has offered an alternative, and that by extension, the consumer is making a considered choice, whichever they pick. In practice, the standard Morrisons peanut butter contains both sugar and unsustainable palm oil, and the majority of consumers reaching for the cheaper, more familiar-looking jar will not read the label closely enough to know that. That is not accidental. That is category design. So now you know what to avoid. Here is what to buy instead, and why it's actually different. The pattern across all 6 brands is the same. Palm oil, often uncertified or buried under processing terminology. Added sugar, dressed up as a minor ingredient. Stabilisers of undisclosed origin, and labels that invite you to stop reading before you get to the part that matters. The alternative exists, is widely available, and in some cases costs less than the brands we've just covered. And as promised, the 3 options we would recommend are: Meridian 100%. Peanut butter contains one ingredient, peanuts. No palm oil, no added sugar, no stabilizers, no E471. Meridian has never used palm oil in any of its nut butters, and the brand makes that commitment clearly and consistently. It is available in most major supermarkets and independent health food shops. The oil will separate, stir it once, and refrigerate. That separation is not a flaw. It is proof that nothing has been added to stop it. Pip Nut contains no palm oil across its entire range, a fact it states explicitly and has maintained since the brand launched. Its peanut butters are made from high oleic peanuts with sea salt, no added sugar, and no industrial stabilisers. It is available in Sainsbury's, Tesco, Asda, Morrisons, Boots and Holland, and Barrett. It costs more than the supermarket own-brand alternatives. It contains less. ManiLife Deep Roast Peanut Butter uses high oleic peanuts roasted to a higher temperature for a more intense flavor, with sea salt and nothing else. High oleic peanuts are naturally higher in monounsaturated fat, the same kind found in olive oil, and lower in the polyunsaturated fats that oxidize quickly. ManiLife is available in major supermarkets and is investing in its own UK manufacturing facility in Derbyshire. It is the most expensive of the three. The ingredient list has 2 items. None of them will be perfectly smooth, straight from the jar, without stirring. That is the point. A peanut butter that never separates has been engineered not to. And the ingredients doing that engineering are the same ones we've spent this video talking about. Real peanut butter separates. You stir it, and then you know exactly what you're eating. That's it for today's food check. But here's the problem. Once you start looking closely at supermarket food, you realize this isn't just happening with peanut butter. If you want to see what we uncovered next, make sure you're subscribed to Food Check UK, because we're exposing products most shoppers trust every day, and I'd like to hear from you too. What peanut butter do you normally buy? And has anything in this video changed your mind? Let me know in the comments below. Now click the video on your screen, because the next product we investigated is even more surprising.